Mr. Fisher owns ocean concessions, legal rights over vast areas of the frozen ocean. He has mountains of coins in his iced warehouse. Mr. Fisher pays very little tax. Pengu is a working penguin. When Pengu gets paid, a big part of his fish disappears before it even reaches his flippers. Pengu wonders how the rich pay so little tax. Pengu thinks rich penguins cheat or have secret deals with politicians. But the truth is colder than that. Rich penguins know how to move value. Working penguins know how to get taxed. Today, Pengu explains the rules they never teach at ice school. The rules Pengu was never meant to understand. Chapter 1. The Payroll Trap. Pengu's life is simple. Pengu sells time. Cold hours, real effort, in exchange for coins. That's what being an employee means. He sells the only resource that cannot come back. Time. Here, the problem comes. In the iced states of America, there is a big monster. It has 3 frozen mouths: federal ice tax, state ice tax, and payroll fish taxes, also known as ice security and MrFisher. When Pengu earns 50 coins, the monster bites before Pengu can touch them. Monster bites hard. If Pengu earns little, the bite is small. But Pengu wants to improve, so Pengu works harder. He studies at nights, learns how to clean faster. His boss raises his pay. Now Pengu earns 100 fish. Pengu is happy. He thinks he's gonna get rich. Huge mistake. Taxes are progressive. It means that the more fish Pengu earns, the harder the bite. Is a race in ice. The faster he runs, the less he moves forward. He gets as angry as Pengu Musk after hearing Pengu Sanchez's words. And there is a worse trap, a deadly trap, where order of the factors affect the final product. Pengu receives his coins after taxes. They are already bitten, bleeding. With that, Pengu has to maintain his igloo, buy food, and pay for ice transport to work. The Ice Revenue Service says, "I don't care if you need to eat. First you pay, then you eat." Pengu can't say, "Please, I've spent a lot of coins just getting to his job. Give me a deduction." The IRS smiles. The IRS says no. Pengu pays taxes on the coins he needs just to survive. Being an employee is the most expensive way to exist in the modern polar economy. So rich pay less tax because they don't work? No, dear Pengu. Rich don't pay taxes because they have a secret technique so other penguins pay for them. And the worst part is that, besides from getting free money, they don't pay taxes over it. Chapter 2. Phantom Gains. This is Mr. Fisher. Mr. Fisher doesn't sell time. He sells nothing. Mr. Fisher owns some things. He owns fish. Fish Corp. Here the magic comes. Pay attention, Pengu spectator. This shit is important. He has ocean concessions. Last year, those concessions were worth 1 million fish. This year, the market says they are worth 2 million. Mr. Fisher is 1 million fish richer. Magazines call him successful. Social media calls him privileged. But does he pay for that million gain? The answer is no. Why? Because that extra million is an unrealized gain, a phantom gain. As long as Mr. Fisher doesn't sell the concessions, for the IRS, nothing has happened. The value is real. The taxes are imaginary. But Mr. Fisher wants to live well. A big igloo, luxury sleds, trips to warmer waters. He needs liquid money. He can't pay with a part of a concession. But he doesn't sell his concessions because selling triggers taxes. Mr. Fisher doesn't sell. Not a chance. Mr. Fisher uses the oldest trick in the book: buy, borrow, die, as Robert Pengu Kiyosaki would say. Mr. Fisher goes to a polar bank and asks for 200,000 coins. The banker looks at Mr. Fisher's ocean concessions, smiles, and hands over the coins. He knows the concessions are solid collateral. If anything goes wrong, the value is there. This is the master trick. Those 200,000 coins that land in Mr. Fisher's flippers, are they income? No, they are debt. Debt doesn't pay taxes. Repeat it slowly. Debt is tax-free. There is no income tax on a loan. Mr. Fisher now has 200,000 clean coins. He goes out and buys a luxury sled. So, how does Mr. Fisher pay the loan back? He takes a bigger loan the next year because his ocean concessions keep increasing in value. Or he pays ridiculous interest, far lower than taxes. Interest is 3 or 4%. Taxes would be 40 or 50%. Mr. Fisher is not a mathematical genius. He just knows the trick. And the ending is dark. When Mr. Fisher dies, something called step up in basis happens. His heirs receive the ocean concessions at their current market value. The counter resets to 0. All old capital gains disappear. The cycle starts again. The rich live on debt and die rich, and they never pay the bite that Pengu pays. It is a perfect game. And this is only the tip of the iceberg. The ultimate tool the rich use to pay less tax is not loans, it's companies. And no, it's not because Mr. Fisher exploits poor penguins. Chapter 3. Corporate Shield. There is a critical difference between Pengu and Mr. Fisher. Pengu is a natural person, flippers and flesh. Mr. Fisher operates as a legal penguin, a company. This is the golden rule. Pengu earns money, pays taxes, and spends what is left. A company earns money, spends everything it can, and pays taxes only on what is left. The order changes everything. A new luxury sled? It's not a sled. It's a corporate transport vehicle. Company expense. Reduces profit. An expensive dinner? Not a party, a business meeting. Company expense. A trip to the beach ice? That's the annual shareholders conference, also an expense. Every expense reduces profit. Corporate tax is paid only on profit. If Mr. Fisher's company earns $1 million but spends $1 million on business needs, profit is 0. Tax is 0. He lives surrounded by luxury, but on paper, he is poor. And if Mr. Fisher is playing at expert level, he also uses the world map. Imagine Fish Corp ISA makes huge profits in the iced states of America. The ICE Revenue Service sharpens its claws. But Mr. Fisher says, wait, the fish brand belongs to another Mr. Fisher company somewhere else on the ice. The ISA company pays millions in royalties to the foreign company. Money flow out of the iced states of America to another ice zone. In the ISA, profit drops to 0. No taxes paid here. In other ice zones, taxes are lower. But Mr. Fisher doesn't stop there. He moves the money to a second zone, then a third, fourth, and finally to the Penguins Islands where nobody looks. It's a shell game. Where is the pebble? Where is the profit? The IRS looks for it. It can't find it. The pebble is already hidden under in the dealer's ass. Big companies do this all the time. They use losses from old years to erase today's profits. They move profits to places where the ICE Revenue Service is blind. Final result. Pengu pays 40 or 50% of his real effort. Mr. Fisher, using companies and tricks, pays an effective rate of 1 or 5%. It's not illegal. The law is written with holes. Those holes are shaped like Mr. Fisher. They are not shaped like Pengu. Pengu's ass is too big to fit through. He gets stuck and pays the bill. The ice world punishes hard work. The ice world rewards ownership and debt. This is not a crime. It's game design. The rules are written by owners for owners. Pengu can't use Mr. Fisher's tricks tomorrow. But the first step is seeing the trap. Not hating the rich penguin. Understanding the rules. Try to escape the rat's race? Well, the penguin race. Start thinking like a penguin that owns ocean concessions. And above all, don't let inflation eat your savings. Because if you do, every day you will be poorer. Not like the penguins who bought 6 years ago and multiplied their savings. But wait. Gold doesn't produce more money. So how can it be at all-time highs? Go watch the video where Pengu explains why gold has been going parabolic.